We met somewhere like 2010 or 11. It was in Zurich. So he saw my work and then he contacted me afterwards and he was like, okay, Monique, I saw your work. I would like to have a word with you just to check if we can do an exhibition. Well, immediately it was like, okay, we're going to do a solo exhibition. So that was at that time, summer 22. He wrote me an email and he said, well, Monique, it has been already 10 years ago that we had this exhibition. And I would like to discuss with you a new proposal. Can you please come over? In July, I went to Piers, and well, here we come with a whole new series. Actually, I didn't draw, but I made my notes and I checked it up because I looked it up again. I was like, okay, what were the first things that I wrote in my notebook, you know? Funny because it's somehow I held on this guideline because I was fascinated by the old times of Lucerne. And of course, I'm living now in this time, so 2023, 22 and 23. I want to make this connection. For me, the time was actually important. Making quite big steps because I started early days of Lucerne. To come to this age, human age, I had to make big steps, of course. But actually, that's the guideline that you will see in my work. And as I am doing portraits as a photographer, so you will see it back in my portraits. Only with people that I met on the street. I always do like street casting. I was thinking, well, will I do it again at Lucerne? Because it would be a little bit more difficult because nobody knows me. At the same time, that's the way I work. So that's how I'm going to do it also in Lucerne. And I did. And I thought it would give me a hard time to get my models. But in the end, I was actually so happy that I had this experience because the people from Lucerne, everybody that I talked to they were so friendly and they were so open-minded. It brings me closer to those models. Then they are not models anymore. You know, they are persons and there's a person behind it. Searching for the right models, searching for the right locations, searching for the right props that you need and the clothes in somehow, and about the creative process. How would you like to be? How would I like to have all those people in the picture? You know, everything, all this process, just it's 80% of my work, and the shooting is, I say, like the last 20%. So say it's 80 to 90 all the preparation, and it's 10 to 20 for the shoot. I guess it would be the whole thing until now is like 8 times. But you really need the time. If you work like I do, if the process is the same as I do, you need the time, you know. You have the time over there in Lucerne, but also you have the time here in Holland, you know, my thoughts and my notes and everything that I looked to and that I felt and that I touched and experienced. You need also time to collect these feelings and to translate it. It's really a big project for me. Yes, of course. I would say when I finished my photography, it has to be print and it has to be checked. You have to print and you have to check if everything comes out of the print exactly the way you wanted to have it, you know. So there's work to do as well. So, and to get it all on time in a frame before it will be sent to Lucerne, we need like 4 weeks, for example. And there's also this holiday, and we will have our exhibition to be opened in September. So, of course, I'm working at the deadline, and the deadline that will be in half June. I was not a good reader, and instead of reading, I always was looking at pictures, and suddenly I got my own Canon. It was my first, it was a small one. I was immediately fascinated by having my images on the camera, also to make portraits. That's what I did from the beginning. But I started and I was like, well, I saw it in a different way. Why does my camera not give me the same information? And that was actually the beginning of going to this photo academy that I went to in Amsterdam, that learned me how to create in another way and how to get the technical, to get in my camera what I really saw. Because that was the problem before, Afterwards, you saw that you can not only get on your camera what you saw. When I once got this one, I was really impressed by that. Then I wanted to create something that wasn't there. So it was the other way around. I think this, when I'm looking back to it, this is funny that now it has come to actually a closure. Of course, I would like to speak through my pictures, but it's not only about issues, but also about my own life that you will see. There are some really strong self-portraits in my works. That's about my life. It's not that you see Monique directly. It's not my picture, but with my model, I created my story, Going on in my life might also be in your life. So when I express this and you look at my work and you feel something, then I think that my feelings has come through your eyes, you feel it also, then it might have been something that you experienced in your life before without knowing that it was my portrait and my life and my feelings that I was exposing there. I'm so thankful, so grateful to Piers that he gave me the possibility to create this whole series, because to me it's the very, very first time to make a project like this. And it took me like more than a year from beginning till the start of the exhibition. And it has been a journey that I'm really happy that I was asked for this. It's the best that I had in my whole career.